Hi everyone, welcome to my video. In this video I want to show you the best and the easiest page builder you can learn for WordPress. So yeah, if you are new to WordPress and you want to know what is the best and easiest to learn page builder for WordPress, in my opinion, it's definitely Elementor, the Elementor page builder, because Elementor is really intuitive. So there are a lot of other page builders out there. For example, you can build pages in WordPress with the Gutenberg page builder and the Divi page builder and the Beaver builder. But in my opinion, the easiest page builder, if you are new to WordPress, then you should go and learn, you should go with Elementor and start learning Elementor. So in my opinion, this is the most intuitive page builder you can learn. So let me show you real quick. For example, I'm here on my shop, on the homepage of the shop, and you can see on top here is an Elementor logo. If you click this, then you will land on this Elementor page builder. And here you can see a page in Elementor is built in boxes. So this in containers. So this is a container here. You can see a container. If you hover over a container, you can see this pink option menu here. So here are the options for the container. You can click on, you can, for example, click the 6 little dots here, and then you will see the options for this container. You can see the container width is boxed, and you can see all other options for this container. You can set the width of the container, and there are a few other options, but this is not that interesting. And yeah, let's click on the 9 dots here on top, so we can go back to the main menu of Elementor, and you can see here you have a little plus icon. If you press the plus icon, you have options to build a new container or to import a template, but we don't want this for now. And in this container you have all these widgets. You can, for example, you have the widget library here on the left side, and then you can drag and drop widgets. So for example, if you want to add a new headline here, so you can see we have here a heading widget, so we can simply grab the heading widget and place it wherever we want on this page in this container. So for example, let's place it here. Then you can see here is our new heading, and here you can edit the text of the heading, and you can even include a link, so you can make the heading clickable. You have the option to insert a link here and the size, and also you can choose a heading tag. So this means the heading, the H2 heading, for example, this is now an H2, but we can make an H3 or something like this. So this is how you can break down your text in in a logical way. And yeah, on a website you always should have one H1. So here you can set it to H1, but only use H1 one time on a website, because so Google and other search engine knows exactly what your page is all about. In my case, I think this is an H1, this is a heading here, and when we click on, yeah, you can see it is an H1. So I have only one H1 on my site, so this is really good. And here you can see, if we go back to this heading here, you have a lot more options. So you can see here is the content, the text, and the settings. You can change also the alignment. You can make it center or right alignment left, and so on. So you have a few other options here. You have, for example, content, style, and then advanced. If we click on style, then we have the option to edit the typography of the text. If we click here, then we can choose the size. We can yeah, edit the size of the heading. So this has nothing to do with the heading tag. So we can choose the size here. We can choose the font family. You can see we have all kinds of options here because we are using the Google fonts, so we have almost unlimited fonts we can use. And then we have the weight, so we can make it bolder or thinner if we want to, and some style options, italic, oblique. And yeah, you can play around with it. And here you have the option to make a text shadow, for example, and then you can edit the text shadow. You can yeah, play around with it. And under advanced, so every widget has an advanced section. Here you have the option to set margins or set the padding, how close other options are to this widget. You can set it here, and this is of course the advanced settings. And Z-index, for example, you can, if some objects or widgets overlap, then you can set which object is in front of each other. So if this object overlaps with each other and I want to bring it in forward, then I could give it the Z-index of 1 and the other object a Z-index of 0. So that means this object is in front of the other object. I hope you understand what I mean. And here you have more advanced options. So for example, motion effects, you can set different motion effects. So you can make it sticky, then when you scroll the website, that it's always sticks to the position and goes with the scrolling. And so you can make it here. So some effects, zoom in effect. There are a lot of effects you can choose from. And yeah, let's go back here. And then you have so many options you can find here, or so many widgets. If you want to place here an image, you can do this, or an intersection if you want to. Let's, for example, grab an intersection, place it everywhere we want. So let's place it here, and then you can see now we have 2 spots where we can place new widgets, for example, text or video or image or whatever you want. And also you can create more. So if we right click it, and then we can add a new column, and then you can see we have 3 columns now. And yeah, so we can place, for example, here we can place a text widget, and then we can place an image and a video, for example. So yeah, Elementor gives you so much options. And if you click on it, for example, the image, you can see here the image preview, because right now we don't have an image. We can click here on choose image. Then we can choose an image from our image library. We can choose a free image, or we can upload an image from our computer here. So it's really easy. And you can see we have a ton of widgets we can place. There are widgets for everything in Elementor. So yeah, you can do really cool things here. You can see exactly. And when you want to go, for example, when you are on an image and you want to go back, then always click here on top, the nine little dots here, and then you are back to your widget selection. And also what I want to show you is a really cool thing is down below on the left side is an option called history. So here everything, your whole design process will be recorded by Elementor. And if you made a mistake, or if you delete something or whatever, then you always have the chance to go back in the history. So let's say here you can see you can go back in the history if you deleted something, or if you made a setting that breaks your site or that you don't want to have. And here you can undo it by clicking back and forth to the history, what you've done. So this is really handy. And another cool thing is here you can see on the left side you have a responsive mode, so you can click this, and here you can see now we are designing our website for a desktop monitor. So in desktop everything looks different to a smartphone device, for example, or a tablet device. And if we want to make sure everything looks good on our smartphone, then we can click down here on responsive mode, and then here on top we have now a few options. Now we are on desktop mode, but we can click to tablet mode. Now we can see everything how it looks in the tablet mode. And also we have the option to choose the mobile device, and now we can see everything how it would look like on the mobile device. So you can always make sure that everything looks good on the mobile device, and this is really handy. So because many people these days come with their mobile device, with their smartphone to your website, and so definitely make sure to check out that the page you are building looking good on mobile as well. So let's go back here, and another thing is here the settings. These are the main settings of your page. So you can see the name of your page and a featured image, so you don't have to have a featured image. And here you can see the status of your website, if it's published or in draft mode. You can of course change it to private, pending and draft, but in my case it's public. Yeah, and here are some other settings. You can choose advanced settings. You can use custom code here, and this is really good. Yeah, so in my case, in my opinion, Elementor is the easiest page builder to learn. Of course, it takes a little bit to get familiar with Elementor, but then it's really easy. So, and another thing I want to show you, here you can see I have this image in the background. So I made a box here, or I made a container here, and and when I click the options for this container, you can see I clicked here the 6 little dots, and then I will go to style, and then you can see background, and I can place an image in the background. So here background, normal, and then classic, and then you have the option to make a color background or place an image in the background. Yeah, and this is how I place images in the background. You can see the full size of the image, the position of the image, center in my case, and I would no repeat, and then the image should cover the container. Yeah, and here you can see you have the option to make mouse effects or scrolling effects or borders. And yeah, so that's it for my little Elementor tutorial. So if you have any questions about Elementor, the Elementor page builder, you can write it down in the comments down below, and I will try to answer all your questions. And maybe you have some video ideas or something you want me to cover in a video, then of course let me know in the comments down below, and I will try to answer your questions, and if possible, then I will make a video about it. And so yeah, thank you very much for your time. If you learned something new, then give this video a thumbs up, and yeah, for now, thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video.